Hello, Cancer. Thank you for joining me for another Tarot Astro reading. My name is Ahorangi Starchild and I am New Zealand based. This is a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising. If you don't know what your moon or your rising sign is, below this video is a link. Click on it. It'll take you to a website where you can generate a natal chart. Thank you for all the love I've been receiving from the Cancerians. And please click like if you like, subscribe if you like my style, leave me comments, connect with me, give me feedback on my readings. I always love connecting with you. And below my video is a donation link. You can click on it. It'll take you to a place where you can donate to my channel. My channel is donation based, and every time you click like, subscribe, share my videos, it helps me to stay on this platform, and I value each and every one of you for tuning in and following me on YouTube. Okay, so remember, this is a general reading, and let's dive into it. Let's dive in. I'm tuning in. What does the universe, God, the angels have to bring for us in the way of messages for Cancer in the month of May? I'm reading from my bed, okay, because I'm an essential worker, so I apologize for the camera moving a little bit. I have plantar fasciitis, and I work in a local grocery store, so the demands on my body has been a little bit taxing, and I'm just taking really good care of myself. And I know Cancerians will understand this, because you know how to take care, you know how to nourish, you live, breathe, and eat that stuff. Okay, so we can learn a lot from you. Now I just want to open my curtain a bit, because the sun comes out and then it's the camera goes really bright. And so I just closed the curtain a little bit too, so we can see each other. Yeah, okay. So we can see each other here, because I see you. Okay. Messages for Cancer for the month of May. We have the Seven of Wands, High Priestess, Karma. Okay, let's have a look. I feel for some of you, you feel the need to disassociate from people who create drama, from situations that feels heavy, like heavy burdens to carry. There's like responsibility that people expect you to be in a certain way, and for some of you, you are deciding, you haven't spoken out about this, but I feel there is going to be a time when you're going to have to clarify and share your inner world with people around you concerning healthy boundaries. I feel for some of you during this time, you have been listening and observing other people to see how they behave and where their priorities lie. And you are going through a phase where you are gathering information and you're tuning into your own intuition as to how you want to deal with this, okay? And I feel for some of you, you're going to be very clear about who you want to allow in your life and who you want to, keep at a distance, so to speak. And this is a very necessary thing, and I feel like it is something that has been coming for quite some time. You've been playing your cards close to your chest because you feel it's not the right time to speak out. Maybe the things that you have to say can like be make people very sensitive and maybe put people out on their defenses, which I feel like for some of you, that is not what you want. You want people to feel comfortable with you. You want people to have the ability to speak to you from a very honest, authentic place in themselves. So you are trusting your intuition on how to approach people that you feel you need to keep at an arm's length for your own um, well-being. But I also feel like with the other people, when there is a, because there will be a time coming up during May where you feel like you need to have a conversation with someone, an in-depth conversation about situations that brings up conflict, but you're biding your time. You are doing the grown-up thing, not to act impulsively. You are wanting to gather information through listening to what other people say. I feel like you could potentially deal with an older woman who can be very manipulative. But then also I feel like there is this high vibration type energy in this connection that has to deal with a very low vibration type energy. So put this where it fits. Okay, so you might be someone, doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine, you might be dealing with a feminine person who is very manipulative, very toxic, and you feel like you need to keep this person at a distance and you need to put up healthy boundaries. But you're biding your time to have this conversation and to draw the line in the sand. But I also feel like there is a very high vibrational person who understand that this is a karmic connection, that there are ways to work with karmics that can be to your benefit in the long run for your own spiritual development. You could potentially deal with a Pisces, a Scorpio. But I do feel like that there is going to be a time coming up for you in May where you're going to feel like someone needs to and let you do the talking, or you need to and let them do the talking to get the information so that you know where to draw that line in the sand. Okay, that's for some of you, but there's a lot of wisdom here. That's what I want to say. Even if you don't deal with a situation that's very karmic and there's a conflict where you need to how do I say, draw a healthy boundaries, I do feel like for some of you coming into a phase where there is a lot of wisdom and a new understanding in your life and how you're um how to operate on a deep intuitive level. Your angels are helping you with this, and I feel like for some of you, you're realizing now how energetically sensitive you're becoming. You might be sensitive to solar flares. Okay, you might be sensitive to the transits of the moon because Cancer is ruled by the moon. And a heads up, we are going into eclipse season. Okay, we'll have our first lunar eclipse on the 5th of June. More about that later on in other readings to follow. So I do feel that for some of the Cancerians, you might feel like that energetic shift is already starting to present itself for you. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's spiritual because that lunar eclipse is going to happen in Gemini, which is going to be in the sign behind your sun sign, which is a very spiritual kind of subconscious energy that's already starting to feel that out, okay? A lot of information will come to you during this time when you listen to what other people have to say. Even when they share what goes on in their life and they just share their life experiences with you, there'll be a lot coming out, a lot of wisdom coming from listening to what other people say and how they handle certain situations in their life. You might actually find that there will be people around you who would feel your nourishing qualities and would want to confide in you about karmic situations in their own life. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. We have the Four of Cups. Someone doing internal work. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And we have the Eight of Cups. More Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy coming in there. I want to draw another card. Wheel of Fortune. Yay! Cancer. Right. So I feel for some of you, you are working on becoming emotionally, if you've been struggling with codependent issues, okay? I apologize for the sunlight. So if you've been struggling with codependent issues, you are working on becoming more self-reliant. You are learning to enjoy the stability that you can create for yourself in your life through your own efforts, your own hard work. I feel like once lockdown is over, you would want to spend money on beautifying yourself. Some of you might be thinking of going on a diet, looking how you can improve your well-being. You're taking charge of your health issues if you do have any. I feel a strong sense of detox for some of you. You're also thinking about if there is someone around you who has been emotionally codependent on you, that there is going to be this conversation where there's a lot of healing going to happen for you through setting down healthy boundaries to create a balance, in your connection. And your angels will be helping you with this. I feel for some of you there is a lot of introspection where you don't talk at this point in time. There's not a lot of, for some of you, you're not really talking out about becoming more independent and becoming more stable, and to create more space for yourself in a connection, whether this is romantic, this could be business, this could be family, just put it where it fits. This could be just to have a healthy connection with your mother. Maybe you have a mother who likes to smother, and it's like, I need my space. For some of you, there's going to be this theme coming in of, I need to speak up about the space that I need for myself. Okay. And it is going to help you move forward in a very positive way, because we do have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Eight of Cups. But I feel for a lot of you, this is something that you're quietly working on at this point in time. You're thinking about it, you're listening what other people have to say, you're kind of working out in your head through introspection and doing internal work, realizing what your value is, what you value, what is important to you, and what it is that you need to be able to feel nourished. Okay, not only in yourself but also in relationships. And I feel for some of you, it is having your independence and not having people rely on you all the time to make them feel nourished and make them feel good. And once you decide to, how do I say it, walk away from situations that leave you empty, that feel like you are contributing way more than what you receive back, and because you value yourself and you're starting to more wanting to invest your energy, your money, your resources in yourself. So it's almost like remedy your own situation before you reach out, extend a helping hand to another. I kind of feel like you're getting that priorities sorted out, and that is what's bringing in this beautiful, expansive, fortunate energy into your life. You do have Jupiter is in Cancer. Jupiter is in Capricorn, which is your 7th house. So I feel like there is the sign opposite you. There is a realization, especially with the South Node that is still in Capricorn. It's in the very last degrees, okay? And you did have the North Node in your sign for the last 18 months. So Cancer has learned over the last year and a half to self-nourish, take care of themselves, put themselves at the top of their list, make sure that I'm okay before I can go out and help other people and be out and go strong in the world, okay? And so this has been a very fortunate journey for you, especially with Jupiter that is still in your 7th house opposite your sun. So there's a lot of nourishment coming to you from people, bringing in a beautiful supportive energy, people who listen, people who are karmically tied to you. Some people will have your back, be very supportive, but I also feel with Pluto in your opposite sign, Saturn has just dipped into Aquarius. It will be back into Capricorn. There will be a little bit of a revision and a reevaluation coming in for you again as well at some point. But I feel like all of this is necessary to establish exactly where does your good fortune lie, okay? And I feel like it comes out in various ways. And Jupiter is about timing. It's about divine timing. It's about all the seasons, okay? Summer, winter, spring, fall. And it brings in the realization of you fine-tuning the cycle of your life and getting into the flow of the timing of your personal life, being in the right place at the right time, saying the right thing, doing the right thing. You kind of like working out those type of energies on a very subconscious level. Now let me see, I'm drawing us some where's my little messages from your angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay. And what messages does the angels have for Cancer this month? What messages do the angels have for Cancer? Messages from the angels for Cancer this month. Thank you. Vanessa. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me close to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? I feel like with that high priestess that you had, that some of you are definitely working on the direction of your life, which direction is more to your benefit, not only for yourself, but for everyone involved. I do feel with that Wheel of Fortune that you are looking at the bigger picture of your life, because Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, which brings in that Sagittarius flavor. Sagittarius is about philosophies, is about exploring and taking everything into consideration. After all, Sagittarius is where the galactic center resides, okay? So I feel there's this beautiful sense of creating stability for yourself, independence in the best way for everyone involved, as well as for you. Thank you for watching, everyone. I love reading for you. Have a beautiful day. Light and love.